How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad the DC Universe Geek, and today we're reviewing the fantastic Two-Face from Mezco ONE 12th Collective. The box art for this fella is incredibly simple, and as usual, it works. I love this Two-Face logo. I am gonna have to use this in the video for my title card, and probably the thumbnail. The top of the box, Mezco ONE 12th Collective Pose, Play, Display. Both sides of the box have the exact same logo work. The back of the Two-Face's packaging matches the theme of all the previous Mezco ONE 12th Collectives perfectly, with the figure on the right-hand side, the extra heads and all the accessories in that top bar, along with all of the extra hands down below, and then the stand and some more miscellaneous accessories. Coins and briefcase. And as usual, on the bottom of the box they have some very action figure photography-esque pictures, the one and the same pictures that were used to promote this Two-Face figure on their website. And as usual, when you lift off the decorative protective sleeving for the package, you can see that someone has gone to great lengths to try to suffocate Two-Face in the packaging by sticking him under a plastic blanket. Oh yeah, and all the accessories, you can see, well, most of them, you can see some of them. There's a lot of accessories. You'll see as we go further. Because when we get him out of the box, oh goodness. That is a lot of stuff. Honestly, I was full-blown surprised that there was so much stuff in the box. I mean, I shouldn't have been. It was all displayed on the back of the box, but for some reason it still took me by surprise. He's got all of his black and maroon extra hands, some of which have coins on the ends, and he's got this nice little collection of firearms, along with their accompanying magazines of ammunition. And when one firearm explodey thing that comes out the end of the gun isn't enough, why not have four? A single bullet, another single bullet, yet another single bullet, and then one that clearly is meant to come out the end of a machine gun because there's 3 bullets. And also, I sense a reused missile because Harley Quinn came with this one. Twice. But yeah, he comes with a missile that goes with his big old missile launcher. But wait, there's more. He also comes with 4 knives, 4 coins, and 4 flipped coins. I'm not really sure why they decided to give us 4 flipped coins, 4 knives, and 4 regular coins. I honestly don't know why they settled on that number. Were they just afraid that we were gonna vacuum some of them up so they had to give us extras? He also came with this little package of wrap bandages. That way he can pretend that he's Hush. And aside from the little baggie and the action figure stand and the arm that goes in it, he also came with this here conspicuous looking briefcase. And look, the briefcase takes batteries. That's why God invented instructions. Step 1. Grab lock tabs on left and right sides of closed case. Lift lock tabs upward to unlock and open case. Then, remove battery housing / light up mechanism. Step 4. Turn mechanism over and remove black back panel to reveal battery housing shown below. Back panel of mechanism snaps on and off. Step 5. Replace batteries by sliding them outward as shown above. And Step 6. Activate light up function by pressing down the button indicated here. Depress button to turn off light function. Ooh, and the briefcase has a little handle. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. That's what the inside of the briefcase looks like. Before the button works, there's the button right there. You press it. Nothing happens. So let's take the inside out, like, oh, and then you've got this little panel here. Oh, wow. Okay, well that was easy. And I guess we just put the batteries in. Oh my god, these are so tiny. I'm gonna have to use an ammo clip here just to push it in there. And in there, that's 1, and that's 2. Put it back in there, and there we go. Bomb is ready to go. Let's see if I can get this close enough so you can see it. It lights up like it's gonna blow up. Run for your life. So as you can plainly see, this guy comes with a lot of accessories. Like, a lot. A lot. But now, let's look at the figure and both of his extra heads. So, the figure itself, the initial figure, before you swap out any heads and change any of the hands, is very basic. I mean, it looks like Two-Face, but I definitely wish that he either came with a different colored tie or possibly just a different colored outfit altogether. Well, that was a big change. Like, I'm more of a fan of the purple-faced Two-Face that has the black and white suit. And the initial head sculpt for Two-Face looks pretty good, actually. Like, on the one side of his face here, he actually looks like a chemical burn victim. And on this side, he just looks like good old Harvey Dent. DA of Gotham City, or ex-DA. You can't be DA and be Two-Face. You gotta pick one career path. And then we have Two-Face's other head sculpt that also has the burns on the side of his face here, but looks equally as good as the previous one, only this time he looks a lot more angry. And in contrast to the last one, his hair's also a lot more messy. And then finally, we come to the Harvey Dent head sculpt. Am I the only one here that sees John Hamm in this face? Like, really? That looks like John Hamm. A lot. Yep, there's no doubt about it. This is a fantastic entry into the Mezco 1/12 Collective archive of DC figures for sure. Interesting little details, like the little napkin that's in his front pocket, and the stitch lines to his suit. Ooh, that is a smooth stitch line. They all look really, really well made. Two-Face's shoes, I think I had a pair of these when I was younger that looked exactly like this. And look! He's wearing socks! Nice socks, Two-Face! You've also got stitch lines right here for the buttons of his jacket, along with that seam down the front, like a real sports jacket. Same on this side, except for he's got the little buttons there. And the shirt seems to be made out of a different material than the jacket. He's got little buttons down the front as well. This tie has definitely been starched. And his belt is attached to his body, not through the belt loops, because the belt loops are actually sculpted onto the belt, but it's just sewn on. You can see the string there. Yeah, I'm not sure I like that part. That's kind of weird looking. But alright, let's take the jacket off. Let's see what Two-Face looks like without his jacket on. Here's the jacket, now that he's not wearing it, and I want to point out, for one, this is a really good stitch job, and number two, this is actually a different material than the rest of the jacket. It actually does have a jacket liner. And here's Harvey's shirt, which appears to be made out of some kind of, what is that, polyester? Or nylon or something? But I do kind of like the fact that it's shiny, because it's a trade-off, right? The jacket is not shiny, and so his shirt is, which actually adds extra visual appeal to the figure. And one last thing I almost missed is the bottom of Two-Face's jacket is actually wired. He's got a wired jacket. Oh, well, that's cool. Now we should do the articulation. I'm just going to pop one head off and give him a new one so we have something different to look at. And I'm actually going to leave his jacket off during the articulation segment too. So of course we know that the head only has the one articulation point down here in the base of the neck, because that's how the heads are attached. The ball joint goes way up into the neck. So you're going to have actually a pretty darn good range of movement for, well, at least forward and side to side, not so much back. He's also got a ball joint here in the chest and the waist, and combined, that's a pretty good range of articulative motion. I'm gonna push it all the way. Wow. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. And he can do his exercises side to side. Yeah, that's not bad. Now, I can't get his sleeve up to show you all the articulation points, but I will show you exactly what he can get, what that range of motion is. The shirt obviously is going to get in the way. That's just the nature of the beast if you want figures with fabric clothing. And we know what the articulation points typically are. That's going to be a hinge up in here. Some of these guys have butterfly hinges, some of them don't. I don't think, I think he's got a little butterfly hinge in there. If he does have one, it doesn't really do much. And then you've got the arms right here. You've got, well, those are definitely double jointed. I ain't seen no single jointed that can do that. And then of course he's got the articulation right here in the wrist. Below the belt, as usual, they've got the ball joints right here in the groin, and they've got the thigh cuts right up here at the top, and the pants obviously are going to get in the way because, again, that's just the nature of the beast, wanting action figures that have fabric clothing. And the knees, wow! Oh, those are a lot more crunchier than I thought they were going to be. I was expecting those to give me a bit of a hassle. No cut up here at the top of the sock, and so the articulation picks up down here in the ankle, and that would be the sum total of what he gets. So I guess, as I would usually say about a Mezco figure, I feel like he's got a reasonable amount of articulation. So what do I think about this Two-Face figure? Am I still just as satisfied with my purchase after having taken him out of the package and put out all of his accessories and looked at everything up close and did the articulation test and compared him to some others? Do I think that he's a fantastic figure, or do I think that he's set for the fire pit? Is he good, or is he garbage? I feel like this one's a no-brainer. They're expensive figures, FYI, and I wouldn't have bought him if I didn't know off the bat that I was going to like him. I generally don't buy things that I don't think I'm going to like, and when I come out with a review of something that points out a lot of negative things, that's because I've generally been surprised by the things that I don't like. I get blindsided by it. Like, wow, I thought this was going to be so much cooler, and it actually kind of sucks balls. But not in this case. I really like this figure. I highly recommend you pick this one up if you're someone who A, is collecting Bat villains or people from the Bat family in general, and B, especially if you're somebody who has been collecting Mezco 1/12 Collective's DC offerings. He looks great with the rest of the Mezco 1/12 Collectives. He makes an excellent additive to Batman's Rogues Gallery, which is steadily growing, by the way. We still have yet to see the likes of Mr. Freeze. I know these guys tend to be a lot more expensive than people typically want to pay for a 6-inch scale action figure, but I stand by my statement that these guys, they're worth it usually. Anyway, super friends, that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it a useful, interesting waste of time. If you don't yet have him, hopefully this video helped influence you in whatever direction best suits your taste. And I'll see you with the next one. Have yourself a super awesome, fantastic DC day, and take care.